Sinners, flesh dwellers, welcome back. I've been getting a lot of emails as of late, but unfortunately, keeping everything up here running smooth keeps me busy, and I don't have a lot of time to answer all these emails. But you know what? Today I got time. So as not to be like that other guy that never answers back or interacts with you, and just leaves you hanging for eternity, I'm going to make some time for my peeps. I grabbed a handful of emails to reply. So let's get to it, why don't we? First up, Tito from Indiana. And Tito writes, I'm one of those flesh dwellers who watches your videos, I presume from a very hot location. What is your stance on vaccinations? Interesting, Tito. If you're against them, do you think flesh dwellers should have ever worn masks? You know, Tito, I'm glad I'm addressing your email first. I like this question. Look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm a bit suspect about this whole virus thing from the beginning, but I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. My stance on the vaccinations, though, is it should not be forced on anyone. If you want to be vaccinated, feel free to roll up your sleeve. It's your choice and preference. But recall, during the heat of this thing, a lot of people were forced to take the vaccination to keep their jobs and their livelihoods. And I'm totally against that, Mr. Tito. As to the masks, honestly don't believe masks were effective because I've seen and experienced all type of debaucheries when it comes to mask wearing correctly. So I don't believe the mask played a great role in anything but causing people to have less oxygen, especially people driving in cars by themselves. Thanks for the questions, Mr. Tito. I hope I answered them well for you. Next up, Thomas from California. This is what Thomas has to say. Hey, SiN, just to be clear, you're the devil, right? Ah, Thomas from California. I get this question a lot, and I understand the confusion. You have it all wrong, though. I've never claimed to be the devil or the boogeyman. You know what? I'm simply SiN. Plain and simple. No boogeyman, no devil, Mr. Thomas. Next up, I have Boxing Louie. Boxing. Interesting. SiN. Nice to see you are now following boxing. Is there a boxer today you think is the total package? Well, Mr. Boxing Louie, I'm going to assume you're a boxing fan also. And I do have a boxer in mind, but I have two. But if I was to choose between the two of them, at this point in time, I would have to say Mr. Shakur Stevenson is that boxer. To me, he is that guy. He's very efficient, he's very crisp, and I like his style. If I was forced for a second, I'd say Devin Haney, but that's for another time. Thanks for the question there, Mr. Boxing Louie. Alright, moving right along. John from Alaska. Yo, SiN. I've been low-key peeping your channel, and I gotta say, I really like your style and what you're about. Thanks, pal. But I have to ask, what do you do with all the souls? John from Alaska, great question. To tell you the truth, without going into too much details, I am a collector of things. And souls just happen to be one of those things. As far as what I do with them, nothing really. I just enjoy my collections. But if you want to find out more, consider subscribing your souls to me. It's a lot warmer here than freezing Alaska, by the way. Next up, unfortunately, there's no name. But they write, SiN, currently incarcerated doing double life. I have sinned all my life and done very bad things to people. I've been thinking about donating my organs to those that might need them as a way of giving back for my sins. I'm also considering donating my soul to you, if that's cool with you. Interesting, I tell you. Yes, indeed. Very cool, no name. With me, your soul might be of great worth. I will contact you when the time comes, trust me. Up next, Billy Bob from Texas. Billy Bob writes, So SiN, you seem to be interested in our politics a lot. What's up with that? And are you a Trump supporter? Wow. Billy Bob from Texas, huh? Billy Bob, I have been studying your kind and find your political system to be very interesting to me. But to tell you the truth, it's more entertaining than anything else. Am I a Trump supporter? I would say not, but I do like his soul and the fact that he makes sense when he speaks. I understand what he's saying. You know what I mean there, Billy Bob? Who do we have next? Joseph, from no location. Hey, SiN, sorry if I offend you, but it seems like you're one of the right people to ask. I really need to know, is there a God and a heaven, or is it all just fiction and sci-fi? Well, listen, Joseph, my lad, I'd like to answer your question, but unfortunately, I am forbidden from discussing certain things with you flesh dwellers, due to agreements that were forced upon me. So all I can really say is, yeah, sure, dude. Moving right along. Big Mike from Delaware. Well, SiN, I have to say, this is great. I get to talk to someone that actually knows and will answer back. I've been praying for years to the other guy, but never have gotten a reply, which makes me doubt, as you know. Yes, I do know Big Mike from Delaware. Do not worry, my friend. Ask and I shall answer without hesitation. I am here for you, my brother. And if you have any friends or family that also have doubts, tell them to hit me up. I got their backs. Alright, sinners, I got time for one more. Last question. Seems to be from Karen from Los Angeles. Great. Karen from Los Angeles writes, Look, SiN, or whatever your name is, I heard the shit you were talking about us Karens in the other video. I'm here to let you know that I don't take kindly to the words you have to say about me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna call the cops right now and have them take care of you. Wow. Karens everywhere, I guess. There's one thing I have to say to you, Karen. Or Karens. Hell nah. But let me leave you with something to dwell upon.